Before I start this video, I have to give the live action some props. It hit #1 trending on Netflix, beat show numbers like Wednesday, and overall has boosted One Piece's popularity in a fairly positive light. Now in my last vid, I covered what was the best arc in One Piece live action. Although in this vid, I'm going to cover the One Piece live action's problems, and no, this isn't going to be some Cinema Sins video where I nitpick every minor detail of the One Piece live action, like Zoro's sword bending, even though it still hurts to watch to this day. Although the One Piece live action definitely still has its faults. Hey, don't be a bum and watch this whole video without subbing. Yeah, go ahead and drop a like and sub. To start off, the amount of stuff they cut out is definitely an issue. Now I think we all know why this was done. They had to try and cram the whole East Blue into 8 episodes, so obviously some stuff would have been left out. But unfortunately, they left out some crucial elements or just fun parts of the show, like explaining and developing Captain Morgan. Like in the live action, Bro's just an unlikable prick, but we don't get any insight as to why he's a terrible person or why Garp ends up hanging him on the gallows. Next, they left out the scene where Luffy baits Kobe into fighting him, which ends up being the reason why he's even allowed to join the Marines in the first place. But in live action, somehow he's allowed to join even though later on we know the Marines knew about his partnership with Luffy and his prior pirate life with Alvida. Then we go to the Baratie and they skipped the entire Don Creed fight with Luffy, which besides it just being a really cool fight, it showed Sanji how much Luffy was willing to risk for him at his restaurant and how much pain and suffering he took in while still beating his ass. But here Luffy kinda does the same thing because he still challenges Arlong, but he just gets his ass handed to him, and Sanji just ends up joining after arguing with Zeph. In all honesty, it kinda feels unearned because Luffy just ends up getting his ass kicked, unlike in the anime where he actually earns his stripes by beating Don Krieg and gains some respect from Sanji. But in the live action, Arlong just whoops the shit out of him and then dips. Finally in Arlong Park, they completely skipped Hachan, who definitely plays a more monumental role in later arcs like Sabaody, and here he's just skipped. Besides things just being skipped, another issue in the live action here is Garp. I tried to get adjusted to his new interpretation, but the more I look back at it, the more it seems they were just confused on how to write him into the East Blue arc and made him go from a pirate hunting bloodthirsty maniac that wanted nothing more than to catch his pirate grandson and crush his dreams of becoming the king of the pirates, to simply testing his grandson for the trials that awaits him at the Grand Line. And honestly, I'm calling bullshit. I don't think this was handled properly, and hopefully Kobe, Helmeppo, and Garp have way lesser roles in the next arc. The next issue is a minor one, but it still kind of bugged me, and it's the whole "we're not a crew" gag. I don't know why they went with the sitcom approach with the Straw Hats not being part of the crew. Like, I get why Nami's against it, but Zoro has no reason to be against it. And later on, he has used the position of a first mate, and after his fight with Mihawk, he suddenly admits to being a part of the crew. Like, they should have just let them be a part of the crew from the start when they first joined, like in the anime, and let Nami, who wasn't really part of the crew, actually join the crew after Luffy saves it from Arlong, instead of doing this constant "we're not a crew" gag. Anyways, my final gripe with the live action is, and I'm sure some of y'all guessed it, Arlong. I've shitted on his design a lot, and I know that, but it really takes away from his menacingness when he looks like he's on the verge of starvation. To be fair, his voice actor does a great job, and he does do some pretty messed up stuff to make you not like him, unlike Captain Morgan, but I really wish they made the fight similar to the anime, where Luffy pulls off some wacky moves, Arlong gets to fight underwater a little bit, and we see the fishermen actually fight underwater too, and we get a more intense battle than Luffy throws some gum pistols that doesn't work, he hits it with a Gatling, it's somewhat effective, and then finally he ends it with a gum stare. It just kind of felt rushed in my opinion. So overall, these are my major critiques of the live action. There are other minor ones too, I'll mention them as to not prolong the video. Hopefully the live action learns from its past setbacks and only improves in the next season. Anyways, that's the video. If y'all enjoyed it, you know what to do. Like and sub, and I'll catch y'all next time. 俺は10日間だけアラバスタでお前を待つと伝えてくれ。頼んだぜ。